Hello, I'm Georgia, and today I'm going to try on every single item of clothing I own. And we're doing this for two reasons. The first is that I want to declutter that wardrobe. I think we can definitely get rid of a few pieces in there. If you want to check out any of the pieces I'm going to let go, check out my Vinted. I'll link it in the description. And then the second reason is that I've had quite a few questions about like my style inspo and the brands I like. So instead of answering that in a Q&A, I figured I can talk about those brands in this video. So as I try on the clothes, I'm actually going to try them on brand by brand, so we can go through the whole list of what's in that wardrobe. Let's go get started because I feel like this is going to take up a good chunk of time. Okay, my first brand is Acne Studios. I have a few pieces from them. They're obviously a stunning brand. I love everything they produce. They're obviously very much on the pricier end of things though. And actually every piece I've ever bought from them has been on Vinted. So yeah, I've never paid full price. I think you've got to be pretty loaded to afford them full price. But yeah, let's try these on. The first is this shirt. I love the high neck and I'm definitely going to be keeping it. Next up is this super boxy white shirt that I wear all the time. I know if you've seen my past videos, you've definitely seen me wearing this. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one. It's my all-time favorite shirt. Because of how much I loved that other shirt, I picked this one up thinking it might be the same, but it is definitely a very different fit and cut, much less boxy. And whilst I love the lilac color and how that kind of mixes it up from the white, this is not the right size or fit for me, so I'm gonna let this one go. This is another shirt I found myself drawn to because of the boxy fit, and whilst I did wear this a lot the summer before last and it has gotten a lot of use in my wardrobe, I haven't reached for it in a while now, so I think it's time to let it go and give it a new home. This is a jumper I absolutely love, so I already know I'm keeping it. I love the color, I love the feel. It's like alpaca wool and it's so soft, and I love that it's just a perfect light layer. It's not a hectic jumper, but it's not just like a sweatshirt. It's just like, yeah, perfect. And finally, from Acne Studios, I have the puffer of all puffers. I feel like the Michelin Man when I'm wearing this, but oh my days, it is so warm. It has gotten me through so many London winters and I am so grateful for it. Plus, I think the color is actually really unusual, and yeah, I get complimented on it quite a bit from the regular black puffer jackets. So this is definitely one I am keeping. Okay, next up is Stein Goya. This is a brand I learnt about when I was traveling Copenhagen about 3 years ago now. I saw everyone wearing this checkered jumper and I really wanted to know where it was from. Eventually, I discovered it in a shop and learnt about Stein Goya. So yeah, that's the brand we're gonna try on next. Okay, this is the little checkered cardigan, which I think is super cute. I always feel like, I don't know, really cozy when I wear it. It's not something I always find myself drawn to because it's not my necessarily preferred fit, but when I feel like a really cozy day and just want to bundle myself up, it's something that I turn to. So I'm definitely going to keep it. Also, it feels still quite nostalgic. It reminds me of that checkered jumper I saw everyone wearing in Copenhagen, and so that's another reason why I want to keep it. Next up is this super cute knit, once again with the check patterns, but we've got 4 colors going through it this time, and it is so bright and colorful in winter. I am absolutely going to keep this. It is not leaving my wardrobe anytime soon. Next up is this dress. It's got these gorgeous long sleeves that flare out, and then the material is actually embroidered, which is insanely beautiful. It's not necessarily the most comfortable dress to wear because the embroidery on the inside does prickle my skin sometimes, but I absolutely love it. So I am going to keep it, and whether it stays in my wardrobe as a piece of clothing or whether maybe I turn it into a new life of a pillowcase or something like that, who knows? But yeah, we're keeping this one. The next brand is Garni. This is definitely a Gorgina brand I like for their clothes, but also their ethos. They have some really cool business books as well about their, I guess, move to a more sustainable business practice. Let's try these on. This is a giant Garni coat that I wear absolutely everywhere. It is rain resistant, so I can get it all wet and then it dries itself out. It is very, very warm. It's helped me through a lot of winters. I definitely had to switch my winter coats from Australian brands to the more Scandi brands because they know what's up with keeping you warm in winter. It's got these gorgeous big sleeves, and then also in the springtime you can kind of like fan it out and use it as a picnic blanket too. It's just very versatile and very durable, so this is one I am absolutely sticking with. Next up is this very dramatic and oversized vest. It is one that I really loved when I first got, and I wore it all the time, especially on the shoulder seasons, but in the last year I can't remember wearing it, and in fact when I pulled it off the coat hanger just before, there was like visible dust on the shoulders. So I think ultimately this is one that I should let go and move on from. And then finally we have this cute as punch summer top. It's got the little bows, it's got the gingham. It's a really fun little shirt that I love wearing in the summertime, but that really is the only time I can wear it because it is otherwise way too cold. So yeah, I think this is one that, because summer is coming up, I'm gonna keep for a little bit longer, get some more wear out of it this summer, and then maybe I'll let it go. Okay, next up is without a doubt the brand that I have the most clothes from. So I guess you could say this is my favorite brand. It's a Melbourne brand called Alpha 60, and they just make a style of clothes that I really love. It's a very boxy, oversized fit, which is what I prefer. And so yeah, I have a lot of pieces from them. So let's try them all on. This is just a super plain black oversized t-shirt, and I love how thick the material is, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this. And this is just a khaki shirt, but I really like the material once again and the fit, so I'm going to be keeping this as well. It's one that I find myself wearing on a work day very often. This is quite an older Alpha 60 shirt slash jumper situation. They used to make this cut in a lot of different fabrics back in the day. And yeah, whilst I'm not using it enough to really warrant keeping it, I'm gonna stand my ground and keep this jumper situation because I still love it. This is a shirt that I picked up on my most recent trip back to Australia, and I think it is just such a fun material, how it stretches, and I really like how it sits as well. So obviously I just bought this, I'm gonna be keeping it. This is a shirt that I used to wear to work all the time back in Australia, but have never worn to work here in the UK. Instead, it's become a bit of a summertime shirt for me. So whenever we go on summer trips, it's something I definitely pack to put over the top of my dresses or my swimmers. So this is something I'll probably retire from my wardrobe, and whilst I won't let it go, I'm going to put it into the drawer where I store all of my swimmers and summertime gear. This is a summer shirt that I absolutely love, but it doesn't fit me like it once did, and it's a little bit uncomfortable. So this is one that I very unfortunately will have to let go. This is a gorgeous crinkle shirt from Alpha 60, but it gets even better because it also has a matching skirt. So a lot of people think this is a dress, but it is two pieces, and I love how it all comes together. It's made from a material that is meant to intentionally look really, really crushed. So it's actually something that I bought when I would cycle to work back in Sydney, and I didn't want to have to worry about ironing things when I got to work. So I would just like literally throw this in my bag and then put it on all crushed, and that is the aesthetic it's meant to be. So I love this two-piece set, and I'm definitely not yet ready to part with it. So we are keeping it. Next up, we have a few dresses from Alpha 60. This is one that I've had for quite a few years now. I used to also wear it with a lot of collared shirts underneath for work, and that was definitely really cute, but it's not necessarily my aesthetic anymore, so I am going to let it go. So this is a dress I absolutely love. Excuse the socks that I'm pairing it with. But yeah, this is so beautiful. It's two pieces and it's got this gorgeous green detailing through it. It's something that I definitely will be keeping. And then finally, for the dresses from Alpha 60, we have this one. It's not going to be everyone's taste, but I think it's really fun, and the material that it's made from creates this beautiful cut. So yeah, this is one that, because it's quite new, I'm obviously going to be keeping. Next up, we've got the bottoms from Alpha 60, which I didn't realize until today make up pretty much all of my pants. And so yeah, I seem to rely on them for that. These are some wide-legged dark jeans. They're also high-waisted. I wear them to work really often, so I'm definitely going to be keeping these. Next up are these low-rise jeans, which I definitely never thought I would own, but here we are, and I actually kind of really like them, and they're quite comfortable. I also obviously love the dye wash, or whatever you call this, where the jeans are two kind of colors. So these are a pair that I am definitely going to be keeping. Next up are the Alpha 60 Goldie jeans. I loved these so much that I bought them in light blue, red, and black. So I have gotten a lot of use out of these particular cut of jeans, but the size does not fit me anymore. It's not as comfortable as when I first bought them. So I'm actually going to let all three go because I bought them all in the same size. Next up are these super stretchy pants that I absolutely love wearing around the house or on walks. They're a pair that I bought a year or two ago, and I just, find myself reaching for them so often. They're elastic band and they give you a lot of space. So I'm a fan of these, and I'm going to be keeping them. And on that note, I love the material so much, I bought a similar material but in shorts form, so now I can wear them in the summertime as well, and just optimal sitting down in the park shorts in my opinion. And finally, in my cult following of Alpha 60 are these pants, which I absolutely adore the print of. They're also super light for summertime. So yeah, these are not pants that I see myself giving up anytime soon. Next brand I am not going to try on, but I do want to give a shout out to, which of course is Uniqlo. This is a brand where I get all of my basics from, so pants and trousers that I love wearing for like morning walks or around the house. I do everything in these jumpers. I just love the fit and how they feel. I've got a bunch of different thermals from Uniqlo, and then a bunch of just plain t-shirts that I'll wear when I'm working from home or just like as pajamas as well. Also, these pants are from Uniqlo. So yeah, this is definitely a brand that I buy a lot of my basics from, but I don't think we need to try on all of those. The next brand is Gorman. This is a brand I haven't bought anything from in recent years, but I do have quite a few old dresses from them, so let's try those on. This is a dress I know that if you've seen my vlogs, you've seen me wear plenty of times because I wear this all the time. It is one of my favorite pieces in my wardrobe. I love the length, I love the fit, I love the pattern, I love that you can add a shirt or a jumper and all of a sudden this looks like a skirt. So yeah, I wear this all the time. I bought it back in 2017 and I continue to wear it frequently. So this is definitely one of my favorite pieces. So this is something that I'm kind of thinking I could let go, but I'm also tempted to keep because when I team it up with a black shirt or jumper, I really like how the bottom half looks like this really fun, colorful skirt. So I think this is one that I'm gonna have to sit on. I might let it go, I might keep it. This is another Gorman dress that I've had for years and years. I have had this for almost a decade because I remember wearing this to 21sts. Along with that, I've worn it to plenty of dinners, New Year's, Christmas parties, you name it. So it has got a long life that it has had with me. And whilst I honestly still like it, I haven't worn it for a while now. And I do think it's an item that I'm just holding on to that I don't necessarily need to hold on to anymore. So I think I'm gonna let this one go, or at least put it up on Vinted and see if it gets purchased. And final piece from Gorman is this khaki corduroy dress, which I still love. I still wear it throughout the summertime. I still get complimented on it, which is always so nice. So it is a piece that I am going to keep and look forward to wearing again in the summer. Now we have Dickies. This is a brand that I think they just make nice quality pieces from at affordable prices, so let's try those on. I have this black sloppy Joe. It is so dang comfy and I literally wear it all the time, so I'm obviously going to keep it and continue wearing it. This is a cropped workwear shirt that I honestly used to wear so often. It feels like putting it on takes me back to another era in my life, and whilst I do kind of want to be reminded of that, and it is a really nice, comfortable, good quality shirt, I haven't worn it in quite a few years. I don't think I've really worn it here in London at all, so I think that is a sign that it is no longer meant to be and I should let it go. Finally, we are up to all the brands that I only have one piece of clothing from, so let's jump through each of those and try those on. First up is Outdoor Voices. This is an Outdoor Voices hoodie that I got for £1 on Vinted. And so yeah, for £1 and how often I wear this just on mornings, I'm going to keep it. This is a shirt from Australian designer Lottie Hall. She creates really fun, vibrant clothes, and obviously you can tell by this pattern that it is very bright. It's something that I used to wear a lot of and I got a lot of use out of, but I haven't worn for a while now, so this is one that I'm going to let go of. Next up is this Nike cropped fleece, which I am absolutely obsessed with the colorway for. It's something that I don't wear too often because the high neckline sometimes isn't the most comfortable, but because of the colors and I don't know, the materials, it's something that I don't want to get rid of and I still like to occasionally wear. These are very fun checkered pants from the Australian label Am on Holiday, and whilst they are very fun, they definitively do not fit me anymore. These are not in any way comfortable for me to wear, so I'm definitely going to let these go. This is a Carhartt work in progress jacket. It's all wool, it's really nice quality, and I wear it a lot on the shoulder seasons because it keeps you that middle layer between jacket and t-shirt. So this is something that I'm going to keep. This is a shirt I used to wear a lot of. I love the very dramatic oversized sleeves. It's from Scotch and Soda, which is a brand I used to shop from a lot of, especially back in Sydney. However, this is a shirt that I haven't worn in quite a long time, so I am going to let this one go. This is my big woolen coat from Toast, but I got it on Vinted because otherwise it would have been pretty pricey. I love the print, I love the color, I love the texture and material. It's all really comfortable. It's got giant pockets that can fit books and all sorts of things into. And yeah, I just find the fit really gorgeous and I'm really happy I have these different alternatives for coats and keeping myself warm through winter. This is a Gorgina cotton dress from New Zealand label Kowtow. They make very ethical, sustainable products and they're a great brand to get behind. I have loved and worn this dress for a long time though, and I am now ready to let it go. Next up is this Stan Ray jacket that is a hand-me-down from Liam, and it's one that I am very happy to have inherited. It's got this great, off-white cream colour that definitely brightens up my wardrobe from its usual blacks and khakis. And finally, we have this gorgeous little party dress from Rag & Bone. It's something that I have worn to plenty of parties, but it's not something that I want to continue holding on to, and so I'm gonna let it go. So that is every item of clothing I own. We have gone through the whole wardrobe. I've gone through all the brands. I hope that was helpful, and I'm really happy with how the wardrobe is looking. I'm equally also proud of all of these items of clothing that we're saying goodbye to. That's actually way more than I expected, so I'm happy about that too. Now I've got to photograph them and I'll pop them up on Vinted, so check that out if you want to. I'll leave it linked in my description, and otherwise, thanks for coming along. I hope you have a great day or evening wherever you are. Bye!